Hi everybody, this is Bonkai 922. Before I do the One Piece review and Fairy Tail, gotta get those two out of the way. Probably it's gonna be those two and the one I'm doing now, and that's gonna be it for today. Um, Later today I'll probably do the other reviews that I have to do. I'm decided to review the OVA of Accel World. Yes, if you haven't realized this, they came out with an Accel World video game, which I'm really upset I didn't buy. I think it's for the PSP. It might be for the PS3. I'm not 100% sure. But when they came out with this game, with the game was a strict to video OVA episode, and I believe the name of it was called Reverberation. And basically, this one is really weird. This has all the gang there, Chiyuri, Taku, Haru, Kuyukihime. A majority of the characters that were in, towards the end. Even, I think, Megumi, Kuryukihime's friend, and we were introduced during the Okinawa trip, is there. So it's really an interesting episode. And basically what happens is, in this episode, we see these two girls who get attacked by this unknown assailant. There's this pumpkin on top of their head. And they shoot, and she shoots the girls that are there, the avatars. And she basically declothes them, strips them, and takes their items. Later on, we see Haru, Chiyuri, and Kuryukihime on the side of the street. He's trying to go to school, and this is shenanigans. And you know what's so funny about this part? And I guess this is a little reason why a lot of people don't like Accel World. Haru gets all the bitches. It's so ridiculous because this kid is short and fat, and he gets all the bitches. Even the girls who we know have a boyfriend are on top of him. Chiyuri, she's got a boy. She's with Taku. Why is she's so jealous of Haru being with Kuryukihime? And then you have Blood Leopard. She's there. She shows up and says, "I'll get you a ride home to school." He gets on the motorcycle. He's just like, and then Chiyuri's got this face. She's pouting over it. And we see this scene with Kuryukihime. She's obviously upset about something. And then we find out that Blood Leopard tells Haru that, you need to tell your master that there's don't go on the network because there's something going on it and it's dangerous at this point. And he has to tell this to Kuryukihime. Later on, we have Haru going to meet up with Kuryukihime, and it's just so funny because he bumps into Megumi, and she's being defensive to him, saying, I'm very jealous of you because you are really close with Kuryukihime, with Senpai, and you walk home to school, and he says the most stupidest thing he could probably say. It's not like that, she's more like my Senpai, and I take orders from her. And she's standing right there when he says it. I'm like, he said something really stupid but she brought it up, Megumi, so it's like her fault and everything. But that's when they're all in the room. Even Chiyuri's there, and then she makes plays a part in this whole operation with this unknown assailant that they're going to have to track down. Then they're talking there about it and so on and so forth, about what they need to do. Later on, what I found funny about this was, oh my god, um, then Haru tells her about what Red King said and said so on and so forth. And then we're moving on from that. We have Kuriyuki Hibe's in the getting dressed, and she's talking to Nico, Red King, Scarlet Rain, and she wanted, for this information, what do you want? And she's a silver crow. And you know what Kuriyuki Hibe, funny thing about this episode was, she offered silver crow to her. She's like, she was so shocked. Neko, because it was just so out of the blue, saying she had a feeling then that something was going on between her and Haru. I think she probably really wants to, But anyway, moving right along. Pretty much then after that happened, we have the scene where they're fighting, they're confronting this assailant. And we have Kuriyuki Hime talking to Chiri, saying, am I difficult to be around? Because he's like, no. Well, yeah. But she says, it's really Haru's fault. And then we have the scene where they're fighting this thing. And Taku is like got this Tin Man thing going on, and he's shooting it, and Haru's shooting it. They destroy the head of the thing that's been attacking people. It's actually a girl. You find out it's a girl. And we also find out that this person shoots them, and they get transported to a different world, different place, called Accel Assault. And apparently, and I apologize that I don't remember the girl's name that they fought. Apparently this place, which I found very, very interesting about this episode, about this OVA in general, was that it seemed like the world they were in, they were able to transform into their avatars. They were able to transform into the Accel world avatars, which was really interesting. I thought, wow. But the only problem was, it was so funny. Kuriyuki was the only one who was able to transform properly into her avatar, even though she had her face and everything. It wasn't a complete transformation. But she was able to. Everyone else had difficulty. Haru, he couldn't transform properly. Taku, oh my god. I feel so bad for him. He turned into this gun. That was his whole transformation. And then you have Chiyuri. Chiyuri used him as a weapon. I'm like, oh my god. She put her hand in him. I'm like, oh my god. That is so stupid. It was such a crazy episode, that part. But then they start fighting the person that brought him there. She transformed and was going back and forth. And Haru was having a difficult time. He tried his best. It was his pig form thing. And he had his little tiny wings. Eventually, at some point, Chiyuri came forward and said to him, you need to step up. And sometimes girls want to be, reprimanded, want to be told what to do. And basically what ended up happening, which I thought was pretty fucking epic, he tells Kuriyuki, oh, I'll be your wings, I'll support, believe in me, and so on and so forth. And he actually merged with her. And she had these black wings. I'm like, oh my god, that was awesome. And then she starts fighting the thing, the would-be assailant, and she's able to go real fast during this time. And the whole time, Taku, I feel so bad for this guy. He's getting used by Chiyuri in such an abusive way. Oh my god. And what ends up happening, though, they defeat her, and they're able to leave, and they go back, and Kuriyuki Hime was wondering what was he trying to say before, and he couldn't say because he didn't have enough coverage, but basically he was saying that when I have the enough courage to do so, can I call you by your real name? And she was like saying, I'm looking forward to it, and so on and so forth. And that's pretty that's what happened in this one-time shot OVA of Accel World, which I find kind of interesting because the final episode of the whole series happened like what 1 or 2 weeks ago, and then they came out with this. It was pretty damn good. I'm not gonna give it too high of a rating. This was a 3.5, possibly a 4 out of 5. It was interesting. I liked how it was presented. I'm just waiting for a second season. I know the second season's coming. We just gotta wait until the creator of this show is finished with, or is in the process of dealing with, and when Sword Art Online is over, then they'll probably come on a second season of this. But I really like this one. It presented a lot of things. I like the whole, this was really about Kuryuki Hime and Haru, and I just like the whole thing with it was funny because in this OVA, this was the first time we actually see where Haru, not just Haru, but Taku, oh my god, Taku had it bad. That was terrible. That was so bad. It was insane. But they both merged with their girlfriends, you could say. I mean, Haru was different. He actually merged with just the wings. He merged with her and became her wings. And Taku became a gun. And he was shooting bullets, and he was like, I'm tired, Archer. He's like, one more push. That was so hilarious. It's so ridiculous. But good OVA. It's something to look forward to, I think. I personally think. I definitely feel it to be something to look forward to. Hopefully we get some more. Second season. I definitely want to see a second season of this. This is an awesome show, Accel World. It has been. This was an OVA that really, took me and said, wow. It was an OVA that further established the relationship between Kuryuki Hime and Haru. And this was actually the first time in the series that we actually got to see Megumi get to see Haru. And she was saying her, I'm jealous of you and that whole bit. So, good OVA, good what I liked what I saw. It was very interesting. And yeah, tell me what you guys think if you've seen the OVA. Also, I should let you know, I'm going to do a review of the OVA of Code Geass. Yes, Aikido. That one I'm definitely doing later today, probably. Later today is probably just going to be the OVA review of that Aikido, Code Geass, Exiled Aikido. An anime review for Kokoro Connect. Anime review for My Little Sisters Among Us is among them. So those two anime reviews, Code Geass OVA review, you got those three. Besides that, nothing really going on. So yeah, look forward to that. But this was a good OVA. I really liked the Accel World OVA. It was very interesting, very compelling. And tell me what you guys think. Comments below. You know the story. And then this has been Bonkai 22. I will catch you guys later.